Well, scandal-plagued Hunter Biden is being exposed once again. According to newly revealed emails from Business Insider, it turns out Daddy's boy, Hunter, demanded $2 million or more in, quote, success fees to unfreeze $30 billion in Libyan assets from a potential client. Remember, this is the guy who swears he never made any money off the Biden family name, okay? One associate spells out in the email weighing the pros and cons of Hunter's request for that $2 million. It says, quote, his positives are son of number two, who has Libya file, that of course is Joe Biden, access to state, treasury, business partner, Secretary of State John Kerry's son, and since he travels with dad, he is connected. Now you gotta hear his negatives. His negatives are that he's an alcoholic, a drug addict, kicked out of U.S. Army for cocaine, chasing low-class hookers, and many more headaches. And yet, when you have those negatives, they're still contemplating hiring him, okay? The mainstream media refuses to report all this. Joe Biden refuses to address it, and Jen Psaki is still dismissing it with crazy conspiracy theories.
Is the White House still going with Russian disinformation?
I think it's broadly known and widely known, Peter, that there was a broad range of Russian disinformation back in 2020.
No, it's only broadly and widely known if you dwell in the White House home for the elderly, okay? It's all been negated as not true. Well, joining me now is actress and conservative activist Samita Armstrong. Samita, it's great to have you on the program.
Thank you for having me.
What do you make now? The latest allegations of Hunter Biden trying to get $2 million to unfreeze Libyan assets and the rest of this nonsense.
Well, he's clearly such an asset to humanity. And I have a theory that if you have to make a pro and con list in general, it's all con. Don't go for it. But I think it is pretty interesting that on the con, it was low-class hookers. That was a negative. If it was a high class, would that actually be on the pro? And I love how Jen Psaki throws in, if you have to throw in one word 3 times in one sentence, you're lying. But she can't exactly say, yes, we're sticking with Russian disinformation. That's what we're sticking with.
I can't believe these potential clients of Hunter were still going to meet to decide on whether or not to hire him or not after reading this, which to me proves that this is a giant crime syndicate. They know they're playing and preying off the family name here.
Oh, yes, it's absolutely mob aesthetic.
It is. All right. I want to move on to Dr. Fauci, okay? Dr. Fauci now comes out and says, the only thing about this Wuhan lab is that it takes away from the real conversation. That's all he regrets about the government, our government, funding the Wuhan lab. Just listen to Dr. Fauci.
No regrets about those grants.
Well, the only regret is that what it has caused right now is such a degree of distraction of trying to do what we really should be doing, is addressing the outbreak.
All it is a distraction. The place that weaponized, I believe, a virus against humanity, just a distraction that we paid for, it says the United States.
It's absolutely insane. I mean, the way these people lie to the United States, the whole world, it's really actually not that good, but they're so committed that they really deserve an award. To say that the distraction is that they funded this whole pandemic is so obtuse and unrealistic, but yet people eat it up like, it's Friday night's burger.
Unfortunately, these blind liberal zombies believe anything Dr. Fauci and Biden and the rest of them have to say, which brings us to something that I think they've pushed, which is this divisive nation we now live in, that if you're white, you've got to be a racist. Well, I want you to watch this black female at Arizona State University, I know you live in Arizona, at a multicultural center approach 2 white students. Watch this.
If you have any consideration for people of color and or marginalization.
They clearly don't. Yeah, the whole rest of the campus, the second floor, the first floor, the whole MU, every single part of the campus centers you. This is the only space that you're not centered, and you're still trying to center yourself, which is peak white cis male bull. Oh, you're not. You are racist. Your sticker is racist.
He says, I'm just studying. It's a multicultural center. I'm multicultural. I'm a white guy.
The look on his face was so sincere and sweet. I just want to give him a hug. But if you'll notice, she did the same thing. She said the one word 3 times in the sentence. And the sentence was, you are centering yourself as the center of this multicultural center. But it's bizarre. This is not something that you think up on your own. And they've embedded it into the minds of our children and our youth to look and see and perceive the world that way, that there's white areas and multicultural areas. And I guess the white area is every other area. Who wants to go through life thinking that I don't belong here, you belong there? It's so unethical. It's so un-American.
It goes against everything we were taught as children, but this is what they're doing in their effort to divide us. And that clip right there that we saw is proof that they are succeeding. Samira Armstrong, always great to see you. As I always tell you on a Friday, have yourself a great weekend, Sa.
You too, Grant. Thank you.
Hey, I'm Rob Finnerty. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please join the conversation in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, too. Hit the bell icon to be alerted to breaking news. And remember, there's a whole lot more on Newsmax TV, America's fastest growing cable news network. Newsmax TV, where real news for real people.